So while Pokemon Day is tomorrow and we are right on the eve of it, I am really excited and looking forward to what they're going to talk about. There's been a few lackluster Pokemon Days that have been in the past, but the first one in 2016, let us know about the Pokemon Sun and Moon and also Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow coming to the eShop on the 3DS, which was awesome. But just wanted to go through and showcase here, of course, the original Game Boy games and the ones that started it all, and just run through a little bit of them. And Pokemon Red and Blue, I mean, are classic games. They're the ones that started it all here in the States, and, Pokemon Red and Green out in Japan. But they're just fantastic games, and they did a lot of improvements with Gold and Silver, but you can never take away the nostalgia that we all felt playing Red and Blue, and even to this day I still get those really strong feelings playing these games, especially the music in them. It's just incredible. After that, went into the Game Boy Pocket because that's where I played Pokemon Yellow. So this is the exact setup I had when I was a kid. It was a copy of Pokemon Yellow and a yellow Game Boy Pocket, which just looked awesome together. So I'm glad that I finally have those two again. So I always associate Pokemon Yellow with the Game Boy Pocket and the Game Boy Color, of course, but mainly the Game Boy Pocket because that was what I mostly played it on before I had a Game Boy Color. And I mean, Pokemon Yellow was, of course, an improvement on Red and Blue. It added your ability to have Pikachu with you, just like the anime. James and Jesse were added from Team Rocket, and then just a few other changes were done into the game, but overall the gameplay was still the same as Red and Blue. But of course, a classic nonetheless, and who could forget the intro with Pikachu and that horrible quality speaker when he would say Pikachu, like you're about to hear right here. Yeah, it's funny to hear, but it was awesome. They're like, oh my god, you can hear him say Pikachu, so that was really cool, and I was really happy when they brought the games over to the 3DS, even though I still really like playing these games on the original hardware. When this came out, I was like, oh my god, yes, I'm definitely going to get Yellow, and I think I have Yellow on my 3DS and either Gold or Silver. I forget. I haven't launched them in such a long time, but that was really cool because you had the option to, play those games and then move your Pokemon from those games to the Pokemon Bank and bring them all the way up to Pokemon Sun and Moon, which were the new games at the time. So that was really neat, and even doing the trading wirelessly like this, no link cable and stuff, was really cool. So that was exciting. So I'm really looking forward to see what they're going to do. A lot of people are just assuming they're going to bring these games and Gold and Silver to the Nintendo eShop on the Nintendo Switch so that you can play them through the Game Boy and the Game Boy Advanced, emulator stuff they have on the Switch. Of course, another great game that I love and I've talked about endlessly these last couple weeks is the Pokemon trading card game, because that game is just fantastic. And I really don't have much more to say about it because I've already talked about it, but if you've never played this game, definitely get it if you're a Pokemon fan. Even if you don't really like trading card games, if you like Pokemon enough, you'll definitely enjoy the game, and it has some of the best Game Boy music out there. Look it up, you're going to definitely enjoy it. And then lastly here on the modded Game Boy Color that I have from Funny Playing is, of course, Pokemon Gold that I've been playing through recently on my channel. Usually play it live, but all of the previous live broadcasts are on my channel as well, so you can watch them there if you want to join along and watch me play through Pokemon Gold again. So yep, a lot of people are excited for Pokemon Day and seeing what's going to come. Hopefully it's not just more Pokemon Go news, because at this point I think, yes, there's people that still play it, but it's kind of done. It's not it's not as big as it used to be when it was first around. I'm also not really looking forward to any kind of more Pokemon games on the Switch because with Scarlet and Violet, the technical issues, at this point I would rather they just wait for whatever the next Nintendo console is going to be. Hopefully it's more powerful, and hopefully Game Freak can do us right by it. But yeah, I'd be okay even just with some remakes of maybe Gold and Silver, or bring the DS Heart Gold and Soul Silver games to the Switch so you can play them on there. That'd be really great. And I would probably play them on there, even though I have the DS version. But yeah, I hope you guys are excited for Pokemon Day, and I know I definitely am, because I love Pokemon still to this day. As you can see here with this little Game Boy case I have of the gold version. I know I have the silver version somewhere too, but I recently found this in a box, so it was really neat to be able to find this old copy, this old case of the Pokemon Gold and everything. So obviously it looks a little weird with this Game Boy in here because the screen is much larger than it should be, but still cool nonetheless to have. I always love all these older Game Boy cases. But yeah, guys, let me know what you think. What are you waiting for Pokemon Day tomorrow? It's honestly not that far away. It's supposed to be 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, I think, is what I saw. I guess we'll find out, and I really hope they just bring Pokemon, the old games, to the Switch, so that more people that have never played them will finally get the chance to play them in a more modern format, even being able to play them on their computer and such. So definitely looking forward to it, and I guess we'll talk about it on the other side if that ends up being the news. Hopefully it's not a disappointment, but I hope you guys are excited, because honestly for me, Pokemon Sun and Moon were the last great great Pokemon games, in my opinion. Possibly not everyone else's, but I think those are the last great Pokemon games that have come out. So let me know down in the comments what you guys think, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.